And then there's the New York Jets. Talk about not seeing it coming. Garrett Wilson doesn't even get on a plane. Josh Reynolds isn't going. The top two guys targeted at the wide receiver position, out. Gone. Sauce didn't play. Out. Joe Flacco, man of the moment.
Ballin'. From
in the pocket to at the diner by himself. Everybody's talking about him, right? And then, this is crazy. I'll be honest with you. I started watching other games. There were 7 on at once. I started watching other games when Joe Flacco ran one in. I mean, I'm like, okay, is Joe Flacco going to be the one to throw one in and run one in this game and not Justin Fields? Is that really what's happening right now? Joe Flacco, 17th rushing touchdown of his career, oldest man ever to run one in the history of the National Football League from scrimmage. Unbelievable. Pardon me, for Cincinnati. He's the 7th player over 40 to run one in from scrimmage in NFL history. 19 targets of Jamar Chase. It's all working. It's all working. They're up 31-16 in the third quarter. The Bengals, 16-point margin. And that's when the Jets said, you know what? We have no wins. We have an owner with no confidence in the quarterback. I mean, Woody Johnson's comments on Justin Fields at the NFL owners meeting this week are a new threshold. A new threshold for owner criticizing player. I can't recall an instance where, the owner is like, well, our coach is doing well enough, but essentially saying, this is the way you're going to look with a quarterback doing that stuff.
He said it wasn't jiving.
I heard that.
Yeah.
And I also heard him basically say, it could complete a pass, things like that. Justin Fields told us in London that he took all social media off his phone. That's what he told the broadcast team before Jets-Broncos, in which he had negative 10 net throwing yards, looking awful. Then coming home, getting hurt, looking awful before he got hurt, leading to Woody's comments, and he said that he had tears, although it wasn't a football version of tears. But still, he was affected by it, and then he shows up, and the Jets' offense shows out. And that offensive line led the way. Much maligned, but the Jets are one of the few teams in the NFL who are starting the same 5 more often than not, if not the entire season. 254 rush yards. Fields wasn't sacked. Breece Hall, man, 18 carries, 133 rush yards, and 2 rushing touchdowns. 800 rushing yard, 100-yard rushing game of his career. And a touchdown pass to Mason Taylor, pulling out the old bag of tricks to take the lead, 39-38. And I'll tell you what, that's when I got some texts from people, are you watching this thing? Rack it back, start watching it, caught up to speed. Man, everybody's thinking the same thing. This is just another gutting loss.
Yeah, how are you going to blow it?
The old Jet fan in me was just like, there's a trap door, and I could see there's all stripy B. That'll be
this team.
That'll be the trap door. That'll be the trap door from which the game-winning field goal will come in from 60-something yards and end it. But the defense held, and the Bengals lose. And this is fitting result for Justin Fields and Aaron Glenn, who are trying their asses off. And congrats to Aaron Glenn. The team doesn't give up, which is another reason why you need to stick with him and let him get his culture going and find the guys for him. This is Justin Fields after the game.
I'm going to get pretty vulnerable right here, but this week I kind of, I found myself in my closet crying on the ground, laying down, not because of the hardships, not because of the troubles. I felt like, I was built to handle that, and I was put in place to handle this situation. But in that moment when I was talking to my best friend how hard it was, and just not wavering faith-wise. I just had gotten a text from my sister and my stepmom, and it was just an encouraging text on just keep going and keep spreading the faith, and they just sent me a link on social media, and I tell you guys all the time that I'm not on social media, so I didn't see it. So that was just it was just a sign from God for me to keep going, and that I'm in the right place. Yesterday I was just praying over and over and over again, like just one win, and but all that to say is that God is real, God is good, and everything that we go through in this life is for a purpose. So yeah.
What a gutty performance and a win. Do you know, for quarterbacks who have played at least 7 games this year and has thrown at as many attempts as Justin Fields, we call that a qualified quarterback. Do you know there's only one quarterback in the NFL who has yet to throw an interception? You know what the name of that player is? I'll give you a hint. His name's Justin Fields. No interceptions. Didn't turn it over when they let the. He has 0 interceptions. The only qualified quarterback in this category in the NFL to yet to throw one. And listen, you could say, "Oh, they ran it. He didn't turn it over," making all those runs mean nothing. For the owner to say what he said, I understand he's not on social media, and for him to hear it, and for him to obviously be affected by it to this point, and then rely on his faith to get him through this game in this fourth quarter and come up with their biggest comeback like this with 23 points in the fourth quarter. Their most points in the fourth quarter since that big 30-point fourth quarter on the Monday night against Miami. Remember that one? Al Michaels came in and talked about it. Hey, man, that's a big W for the Jets. And there's no more winless teams in the National Football League. Kudos to all of them. And I understand, Jets fans and Dolphins fans, you'd rather be in the position of that Patriot fan right there. But for 1 week, feel good about it. They're not easy in the NFL. It ain't easy. And maybe you're just 1 year away from that guy being in the position of the Patriot fan over there. When you are, just handle it a little more class. Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.